allow buyers to know exactly what they are getting, which enables quick and easy transactions. In a bubble, people are flocking to get their games graded in the hopes of profiting from the increasing prices. But it's not just the extra business that helps grading companies, as they also take a percentage of the market value when grading a game. A game worth $10,000 might cost around $400 to have graded, but if that exact same game was valued at $1 million, it would cost over $20,000 to have graded. It's a pretty good deal. But the institution that really profits the most by far is auction houses. Take Heritage Auctions, for example, which is where all of the record-breaking sales are taking place. They charge a 20% buyer's premium on every sale. If you buy a video game for $1 million, you need to pay the auction house $200,000 on top. And just for shits and giggles, they also take 5% from the seller as well. You can begin to see why grading companies and auction houses really want prices to go up. It's in their interest. This is also why grading companies and auction houses should never be speculating on the price of goods or impacting markets directly. They have a huge conflict of interest. And whenever you see a grading company or an auction house talking about how valuable games are, you know it's because they want to drive prices up. Again, you need to keep all of this in mind. I'm going to provide you with a ton of information, and I'm going to try to connect the dots. If you are really interested in learning what's going on, I suggest writing down details as we go, or watching it more than once. Let's begin. The two institutions that I'm very familiar with are Water Games, the video game grading company, and Heritage Auction House. Water Games was founded in 2017, but it didn't officially launch until April of 2018. Water Games is the linchpin behind this entire bubble, and the certification that Water provides is the justification for why they are sold at such high prices. Interestingly, Water wasn't a grading company to exist. In fact, the Video Game Authority, aka VGA, has been grading games since 2008. But the introduction of VGA didn't cause a bubble like the introduction of Water Games did. And the reason is this: VGA didn't manipulate the market or go out of their way to create a bubble. The same can't be said for Water, however. The president and CEO of Water Games is Dennis Kahn, and he is a key player. The other important company, Heritage Auctions, was founded in 1976 by Steve Ivey and Jim Halperin. Steve Ivey isn't very important to the story, but Jim, on the other hand, is critical. Heritage Auctions are in the business of selling rare collectibles and memorabilia. They sell coins, comics, art, anything you can collect that has value. And in 2019, they started selling video games. But not just any video games, only games that have been graded through Water Games. The interesting thing about the relationship between Water and Heritage is that it seems to have existed before Water even began grading games. On the initial website of Water, when it launched, it had a dealer spotlight tab where it listed two relationships. One was Heritage Auctions, which stated that Water-certified video games will be featured in Heritage online auctions. This doesn't make sense. The entire point of certification is to guarantee authenticity and quality, but a guarantee is worthless if you haven't established a history of accurate work. Why would Heritage Auctions, a prestigious auction house, agree to sell games from a company that hadn't graded a single game? Why would they trust a business that hadn't even done any business to begin with, when there was already an existing grading company that had been grading games for 10 years? The only explanation to me is that Heritage Auctions was involved in some way in the creation of Water Games and knew that he was on board with their mutual